The allocation process is very special to me because of myself running the one of the people running the campaign at Electric Boat. We always get the questions, where does the money go? And by doing the allocations process, I'm able to go back and actually tell them how we do it, where the money goes, and whether a charity's living up to their potential or not.
I really like the United Way. I like their allocations process, how they have strong reporting measures and metrics that you have to abide by to get funding. I think sometimes in human services we rely too heavily on the anecdotal stories instead of the real hard data as to who we're serving and how our money is having an impact on the community, and I like that the United Way goes in that direction.
I co-chair the Community Investment Committee with my partner Denise Stupinski. And basically, we, along with the Vice President of Programs here at United Way and the Director of Programs, oversee the allocations process. This involves training about 50 volunteers every 3 years to review the programs and go out and visit the sites and come to a consensus about how to divvy up the money. So we represent that process to the Board of Directors, and when the final allocation amounts are determined by the panels, we bring that to the Board of Directors to get their approval, and so that the money can be distributed along about June. Actually, my first site visit, we had a training program that lasted for about an hour, and then we were set free to go through this process of trying to decide how to allocate money. It was brand new to me. I'd never been to an agency, didn't even know they existed, didn't know the tremendous amount of support there are in the community for people in need. And I remember going there and not having a clue what I was supposed to be doing, and listening to all these words and panicking about how I'm going to fill out this evaluation sheet. And that really lasted for about the whole season. It really back then took 1 or 2 years to become a volunteer that really knew what you were doing. And the other part of the story is that is such a change as to how that's managed today. We have training sessions for each one of the individual panels where they get to know each other, the whole process about what they can expect, how to conduct themselves, and what's expected of them, so that when they get into the field and start going to the agencies, they really have a good understanding of what the whole process is.
I have always been a person who gave money. I know that's called philanthropy. I don't have pockets deep enough to be a philanthropist, but I always believed in giving. And what bothered me was not being able to give enough to be able to give to all the worthy causes there were. And I realized that when you gave to United Way, you could give to all the different organizations that were really important to you. Because when we give together, you can really impact so many more people. So although I could only give a little bit to a few organizations, if I did it by myself, I could give a lot more to a lot more organizations through United Way.